But can you walk kind of like your experience? This is more less on like the lead themselves, but more about like agent lead lab, like the company, the onboarding, just like what should somebody expect, bro? Like kind of walk them through a high level of how your experience has been thus far and whatnot.
Yeah, so I mean, I've ran packs leads since I started the business, and I think the story is the same for a lot of them, right? They're super seasonal. Some go up, and then next thing you know, they're not going down. So I've done a lot of packs. I will say I've never had a lead where I'm talking to you or somebody all the time, right? So they're always super engaged. It's gonna feel a little bit more like I know Trey. He's just not selling me leads. You know what I mean? That's number one. Also, the process is easy, right? You're texting someone's doing everything for you. The back end, I don't have to worry about it. I'm just here's take my money, do it, and then get me going, right?
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. I just want to see every day leads on my sheet. And luckily, not luckily, you guys do a great job of fulfilling orders in a properly manner. I'm never getting on my spreadsheets without new people to talk to. That's my biggest part, especially starting any vendor is having a new person to talk to because I'm confident just like anybody says, if they have new people to talk to every day, especially being high intent, that you're going to close. That's just where I'm at. So you get those two aspects of it. And so far, so right now, the quality of the lead for me has been phenomenal, right? It hasn't been seasonal. It's been pretty good. I'll be honest, I've cooked a lot. That first pack that I had 10 closes on, I could have had 15 probably. So like a lot of it was also my fault too, right? But other than that, man, I don't have like many, I can't tell you a con about it. I will say maybe the only con is that the workers are off at 8, right? But
Yeah.
I
A lot of
think
people were saying that.
as I mature more into this business, it really doesn't matter, right? When your leads are on or off. If a lead, someone fills out that lead, they'll know tomorrow what lead they filled out, especially being a high intent lead. So it really doesn't matter. That's why I stopped honestly pausing any leads. It doesn't pausing for me means
I
nothing.
think I lost you. Oh, there you go. No, you're back on. You're back
I
on.
said, but besides that, oh yeah, I did say that. I said, unless I'm not working my leads for a couple of days, I'm not going to pause them anymore because I do believe if they fill out that form, whether it's they were at night, you're tired, whatever, from a long day of work, morning, kind of seeing their phone, they had interest. They filled out 10 questions, they had interest. So I'm never going to pause leads anymore because I don't think it matters. Besides that, I don't think I've had any, if anything, I developed when I joined Agent Lead Labs, especially in that aspect where it doesn't matter when they're filling it out. It's a high intent lead. Besides that, I don't think I have any cons really about even if I have obviously I've been here a little bit shorter time than probably a lot of people, but I've only have phenomenal things to say really, man, about Agent Lead Labs in my personal experience having other seasonal, I guess, vendors.
Yeah, dude, 100%. And a few things I want to touch on before we wrap up, everybody that's watching. He closed 10. Y'all hear me publicly. That is not the norm. So don't come to me like, yo, he closed 10. This dude's different. You heard him say he's on pace to do, close to 100,000. He's done 70,000 in a month. So I just want everybody to hear a disclaimer from the owner himself. That is not normal, right? Our average agent is closing anywhere from 2 to 5, but I appreciate it. That's why he's on here to show you all what is possible and to set the standard for what you can do, right? So you all can actually go out and take these gems. Everything he said at the beginning of the call was behavioral traits about him spending 12 hours, 14 hours dialing, sitting down, getting rejected, learning, self-belief, right? Those are the foundational pieces that's got him here a year later in the business where he can take 25 leads and whip up 7, 8, 9, 10 closes because he's working the leads properly. He knows what to say. He knows how to pivot. He knows how to leverage the systems as well. And the other thing is, he is a part of a team that's partnering with us, right? So for anybody that doesn't know, that's just a part of our partnership package that his team has access to, as you can see, to work with them. And like I said, they're all absolutely killing it. So I'm just gonna, if there's anything else, bro, I'll leave the floor with you. You could talk about mindset. Maybe anything I didn't ask you, things that you feel like an agent should know. If you don't have anything, we can wrap it up, bro. But I'll let you take the end floor here.
No, man, I think statistically, especially getting into a business like this, being in the younger demographic, one big thing you can say, I said in the beginning, audit yourself, right? And also, I used to play sports. I always looked at odds, right? If you're a veteran, whatever the case is, on paper, someone that's a, UFC champion, national champion, won a Super Bowl, whatever the case is, they're the 1%, right? They are the 1%. If I put it on paper, how many people that are 18, 19, 20-year olds, 22, 24 are making 10 grand a month? It's going to be 1%. So what are you doing that's 1% to get you there, right? Are you on every day? All the traits we talked about, you have to be the 1% to become the 1%. You can't just be the 1%, right? So
Right.
that's the only thing I'll leave it off with is don't expect this to be easy or anything that's meaningful to be easy because that's just not the case. If it's going to be meaningful, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to maybe not see so many rainbows at some points, but it will happen as long as you do the right things and understand to be the 1%, you have to become the 1%. That's it.
Yeah, dude, 100%, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on, y'all. You all have heard it first. If you're interested in working with him, like I said, reach out directly to us or your rep. We'll reach out to him and see, what he's got going on. He's growing a team as well. So, Yordi, thank you for hopping on, bro. I greatly appreciate it. And for everybody else, we'll see you guys next time.